Hello everyone, my name is Lakna. Welcome back to my channel and also welcome if you're new. In this video, I want to talk about the 888 portal that is happening. It's already opening, this portal, this gateway that is aligning us not by 1-8, not by 2, but 3. The energy of the number 8 is being amplified, it's being tripled. So this frequency of the energies of number 8, which has a lot to do with abundance, financial, material, success, alignment, abundance, prosperity. The number 8 is ruled by the planet Saturn, which Saturn helps us to align with what is truly important to us and aligned with us. And when we are doing that, that is when the abundance flows. When we are doing something, being of service to the world in some sort of way, when we are giving back in some sort of way, when we are being a good person and doing something good, we will always be rewarded for that. Saturn rules karma, and the number 8 is an infinity sign. What goes around literally does come around. So what you're doing will always come back to you in a loving way. Whatever you give back will come back to you as well, because we are all connected in this beautiful universe, and the number 8 teaches us that everything is connected. And the planet Saturn is going retrograde in this time for a long time. The next 5 months it will be retrograde, and Mercury is also retrograde this month of August. So we are really going back to revisit and revise our past, the stories we get to rewrite in some ways. If there's any karmic things that we need to fix up or that we can redo in a more high vibrational way, we are going to be given the opportunity to do that. And the more and more that we align with our higher selves, with our path, with whatever is truly aligned for us, the more that we will be rewarded for that. This is what Saturn does. And this 888 portal is really going to awaken us to anything, any part of our lives that we are holding ourselves back from this beautiful, blissful, flowing abundance that is really open to all of us if we so allow that into our lives. And it is through the human conditioning that we block ourselves from this abundance that we are all so deserving of. And there's so many barriers, there's limitations and belief systems that we are working on releasing in this time, especially in August, where Mercury and Saturn are retrograde. We are going back to our past to see where we can change up our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings about, and perspectives and perceptions about life and about ourselves that are not serving our highest good. A massive theme with the Vedic astrology this month in August that I feel really aligns with this 888 portal of aligning more with abundance is, in order to align with abundance, which I really feel is a more of a feminine flow, receptive energy. I feel that abundance flows to you when you are open and allowing and receptive, which is very feminine. And in order to be in that sort of state, that frequency, we need to be non-attached. So I do feel that this is a big theme, is the theme of non-attachment. When you are attached to anything outside of you, when you feel like you need that thing, you push it away, because what we are constantly having to learn in this human experience is that we don't need anything outside of ourselves. And when we do like latch on to anything else, some sort of addiction, some person, maybe it's money that we are chasing, something that we are chasing constantly that is outside of ourselves, whenever we do that, we are giving our power away. And we are so powerful. We actually don't need anything outside of ourselves. Like, yes, we do need money to survive. We live in a material world, but we have the power to attract that to ourselves. And there are ways to do this, and there's ways to be more aligned with the financial abundance that we all deserve. And I feel that this month is, especially towards this 888 portal, is the opportunity for us to really tap in and allow in those insights, those wake-up calls to the beliefs and the barriers that we create, that we put in the way to block us from that abundance that is really ready and waiting for us. So I did an oracle card reading for myself and for the collective as well. I just asked my deck about what are the insights and the lessons that we can learn from this 888 portal this month. So I pulled out this card that I want to read the oracle message for you, but it's from the deck called Sacred Rebels. And the card is so beautiful. It says, in the world, not of the world. So I'm going to read this to you. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an implicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed so that all may be accomplished. It is at an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle comes as a message. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much freer way. We all were. When you live as you innately are, rather than how you have conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you. So you are shedding, it might be an identity, it might be a status, a symbol such as a car, a home, a suburb, or a socially admired relationship. You are shedding because no matter what the appearance of things, those old forms were too constricting for you. It's almost like your spirit was trying to walk about in shoes several sizes too small. They were starting to pinch, the seams were ripping, and eventually they would fall apart. Likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are failing you, perhaps externally as well. Whether this seems to be your choice or not, make no mistake, it is your own spirit in cahoots with the loving spirit of life that has brought this situation about. So you are being guided to trust. You're being guided to trust and let go of whatever it is that is not aligned. And this card is so aligned with the energies of this month. If you watched my August monthly video, I mentioned that the tarot for August is firstly the Tower card. So these limiting, outdated things, situations, external things, or maybe internal belief systems, they need to crumble like the tower. This tower that we have held as this, believing this is the solid foundational core of our existence. They're not serving us at all. These things are not serving us. They need to crumble and fall away. So this can feel like an intense experience. It's like a death and a rebirth that we're going through. Then the other tarot for August this month is the Chariot, and the Chariot is this energy with Mercury retrograde. Like, the Chariot is not moving ahead. The Chariot is planning its move. It's preparing. It's having a look at the map and deciding which path looks the best, which path has less obstacles, or which path seems more aligned with your north node. Like, which path are you supposed to take, and making the plans, writing down the dot points of like what you need to do to go down that path, what you need to have with you as you navigate this path. Like, this is the time for us to do the behind the scenes work, to prepare and to revise and to really prepare ourselves, like recharge our batteries and really strengthen our bodies and reset our minds, meditate more, connect more, like mind, body and spirit. The more that we do this and allow ourselves the time and the space to really go within and to listen, and this is that divine feminine energy. This is aligning more with the energy of abundance, of really like being able to hear the opportunities and really align with them when they do come up, instead of being so focused on so many things. And like, when we're moving fast ahead, we're not able to hear those opportunities or really be able to tap into those when they do arise. I know that this Lionsgate 888 portal has a lot to do with the powerful Lion Leo energy that is very prevalent this month. The Leo energy of really being confident in yourselves, like shining your light, being in your power, being the main character of your life, like making sure that you are running your life, like you are in that driver's seat, and you're not being influenced by external forces, which tends to happen when we are more attached to things to give us that sense of security. So we need to make sure that we are secure and strong in who we are. And yes, like the number 8 teaches us that, like, the infinity symbol, like everything is connected. We are all connected, like nothing is separate, but also we are our own unique individual selves. And the more that we are authentically radiating who we are, and we are not attached to the wants and needs and intentions of the external world, when we are strong and we are knowing in who we are, then we are going to be so much more aligned with our path, with our purpose, with our calling, and whatever we feel we are supposed to be doing in our life. This is how we align more with true, authentic abundance and happiness. And it, like, aligning with money is different to aligning with abundance. Aligning with abundance to me is aligning with liberation, aligning with authenticity, aligning with truth, aligning with love. And Saturn really teaches us to align with like what is important to us. So this energy is arising at this time with the 888 portal. So just one last thing, there is a full moon happening on the 19th or 20th of August, depending on where you live. In Vedic astrology, it's happening in the star called Dhanishta, which literally means wealthy and complete. And this wealth comes from the richness of your mind and your spirit. And when the moon is being like illuminated, the light of the moon is really bringing up whatever's been hidden from our path, hidden from us, that is now we're ready to see, that these things that have been hindering us and holding us back from feeling wealthy and complete. And this 888 portal is an opening for us to really tap into the energies of abundance, to understand what it is, to understand what we need to do to align with that. And it makes sense that by the end of this month, we'll be moving into this full moon that is going to help us to illuminate the limiting beliefs, situations, the things that we are aligned with or attached to, addicted to, just really holding on to. We're going to have the opportunity to let go and release and align more with abundance, which is our natural state. Abundance is the flow state. Abundance is that free, aligned state of being where we are like that infinity symbol. We are understanding that we just, what goes around comes around. Like when we are doing good, being good, like aligning with truth, aligning with love, aligning with the path that we are supposed to take, like we're always going to be provided for, supported, looked after. Like everything is always working out for us when we have that divine trust and faith and knowing. Life just magically unfolds. And when we are attached, when we're holding on and we're clinging and we are, you know, doing things that we know that we shouldn't be, that we know these things have had their expiry dates, and we're still like latching on, that is when the tower starts to fall and things in our life will start to crumble. It's not happening to hurt us, it's happening to help us, to, it's like divine intervention coming in to take away the things that are really not serving us, because they will always be replaced with something so much more aligned and so much more beautiful, that's going to help us grow and evolve and become more and more of a better version of ourselves and more aligned with that beautiful abundant state. So I hope that you all have a beautiful 888 portal. I hope that you're able to take some time to meditate, to reflect, to journal, to tap in to your energy and really get into that flow state as well. Like dance if you feel called to, like work out, go out, get in touch with nature. Like nature is so connected with that divine feminine abundant energy. Like nature is so abundant and nature teaches us so much about abundance. So if you're able to do that, do that. Other than that, I will I'll see you all in my next video. I hope you all have a beautiful 888 portal and a beautiful month.